Hey, yo, what up, y'all? Hold up. Just want to come at y'all with a little video. I got a couple other ones I ain't uploaded yet, just for the right time. I'm going to talk about the main thing that really divides us as a society, and really as a people, because that really all that matters. And impacted by where you from, being a product of your environment, but us as a people, everybody going to be from the south side in a little while, shit. No matter where you from, nigga, you could be from the south, you could be from Antarctica, you still gonna get gentrified, you still gonna get pushed out. You're gonna be living in the damn ozone layer. You're gonna be in the firmament, still getting pushed out. I remember I had a conversation. One of the main priorities of mine, honestly, is to convert our people that's either on the fence or you see that got something in them. You might not get through them that day. But over time, you know, maybe they might not talk to you, but the Most High, if He sees fit, He'll use other vessels, or He'll use somebody, you know, that they come across on TV or something, and sooner or later, they'll be down with the program. The human race, we're all one race, you know, that type of thing. And I had to break it down to them that if we're all one race, then how come when you go to these, well, me in particular, I have asked, like when I traveled, I told y'all the main thing the Most High wanted to show me once I was on my journey. He wanted to show me that the people that were from the regions, either they were homeless or it was just bad, bro. If that's the case, then how come the people that are from every place originally are always targeted and for the most part wiped out in a sense, or pushed to a very, 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 very small number, or just kind of segregated in a way, you know what I mean? Well, of course it's a war on, you know, who we are. That was my next point. I'm basically telling them, if I take somebody from Puerto Rico, Turkey, Brazil, or take somebody from Morocco, you get what I mean? If I put them all in front of you, will you be able to point out the difference between any one of them? And of course he said, nah, I couldn't point out the difference. If I ask one of them, do they know their history? Shit, I could even put an Egyptian in it. If I ask, cause he gonna look exactly, he gonna pretty much prove my point. He gonna look like each one of those, he gonna look like one of them. I'm gonna ask the Egyptian, hey, do you know the history of this place? Because it's a spiritual thing. It's gonna say he's not black. I guarantee you he gonna say that. I just say the other nations know who God's people are. The people who are kind of given, you know, certain land, who are given certain opportunities, who are put in certain places, they understand what the truth is. A lot of times they do, and are disingenuous and just ignore, you know, what's in front of their face. It's gotten to the point that that's how we are. It's a spiritual thing. I mean, what does not being black have to do with me asking you, do you know the history of the country? I didn't even ask you. That's like me giving you a ride to the store. Somebody, you know, steal my radio, maybe an hour later, and I come confront you like, hey man, somebody stole something out of my car. You say, man, ain't nobody steal your radio. I didn't even say you stole the radio. You get what I'm saying? It's one of those things. You gotta understand who you are. My main job is to spark that engine. A lot of our people are a part of many doctrines. A lot of our people were forced to, you gotta think, we're the only people on earth that were guided. But it was a point in time where, I mean, even now, our people, we never knew who we were. Like I said, we had the African phase, the Nuwapian phase, Indian. It could keep going on and on and on, because everybody else on earth kind of have an identity of who they are. Us people here in the Americas had no idea who we were. And a lot of us were the ones that were traveling around everywhere for the most part. It's a certain bloodline anyway. It was a certain people that inhabited a whole part of North Africa, what they call the Middle East, but it's North Africa. It was a lot of people on that region, and they spread across the world. They were, a lot of them went to up into Europe and rural Europe. A lot of them came over here. They had, what was his name? Chief Tuscaloosa. Looking at Kamehameha King. He was in Hawaii. Chicago, I think they actually had lineage. I mean, it is what it is. In Chicago, Chicago, Mississippi, that's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get into the main thing I really want to talk about, and that's respect. We have been dealt the bad hand of cards from our previous generations, and they expect for us to fix everything, while at the same time saying, it's kind of like how the Caucasians, put you in a system to where you're supposed to pretty much fail, and he say, why aren't you succeeding? The generation that was a part of the SoundCloud rap, the SoundCloud era, when it comes to just novelty, they're graduating high school, bro. They're becoming adults. It was a whole period of time where it was trendy that the internet was pretty much, it took over. The generation that was Martin Luther King with segregation, they're gone. And the 1970 generation, to maybe early 80s is pretty much in power right now, but they're going to be gone too. So a lot of the old practices are pretty much going to be done away with. That's why we headed where we headed. And then sooner or later, our generation, the 90s, 2000s, which is pretty much kind of the last, line is going to come up. It's kind of that thing, but the past generations kind of were complicit with it, and they're pretty much all for themselves. I respect to have a woman mad at her son, asking him to take the chicken out the freezer. He after school, he get out of school at 6:30, and she know that. She still tell him to take it out the freezer, and she hang up, and he bro, I can't take it out the freezer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even at the house. Or respect to have a woman, telling her son to get the remote control, and this nigga in a dream, he sleep dreaming about her telling him to come hand her the remote control that's right next to her, right by her feet. This nigga get up out his dream and come give her the remote, and she's still yelling at him. Respect to have a nigga, a black man afraid to walk into certain neighborhoods. Ain't nobody finna jump you, scary ass nigga. 60 deep. Fortunately, won't have no respect for each other. It's from what we see respect, we see it like the Gentiles. We see respect as you having a lot of material shit or people fearing you. I deal with the women first. The man get rich to get women, and the women get rich to be a man. Our women for the most part, a woman in general, especially a good woman, she a whole that brings life. Builders, they could do a lot of things that men can't do, and vice versa. But I say it like this, and understand me on where I go with this. Well, just follow me, man. It's a woman is a whole that's supposed to bring you stuff. Because most hoes, you throw stuff in, or most hoes take stuff away. These days, a woman is a hole that take away. It's like a black hole. She sucks sometimes. She do. No, I'm just not saying this hole is supposed to create nothing out of something. Especially if you are pushing towards, some type of goal or, just being a better person. But God's supposed to come first. Bring you pleasure. You got a woman that's giving you good food, that's pretty much, always being supportive. You know what that'll do, to a man. A man went through a wall, turned into the juggernaut. But unfortunately, our women are, it's no humility. A woman not stupid. A woman gonna lead with her body. And a lot of things that's on the inside is never gonna get developed. growing up, most of the time, she never had anybody to either check her or kind of. That's why it's really important to have a father, in the household, especially for the woman, because he could kind of already give her confidence, show her kind of what a man's supposed to be for the most part, what to look for, not to look for things on the outside, look for things on the inside. If he was a good dude, you know what I mean? And most women, they have no soul. That's why they could be fake. They could put on, makeup, turn into a whole different other person, put on shit to alter their body, and then ask for something real. A lot of people gotta humble themselves, especially our woman. Our woman has been getting too much power over the decades, and it's time for her to kind of hand it over. And that's when it comes to our men who don't get women ruin the world, bro. Men that don't get women ruin the world. A lot of these men that join these clubs, and no disrespect to them, I love my dudes too. I love my brothers. I love to see my brothers in position, bro. I love to see my brothers not having to struggle anymore, to be happy, be smiling, just to be kind of at peace, to kind of move and get what the world, is giving them for the most part, and build with the community that they can build with. A lot of what I see, they put God first. That's a given. Even if you try to go into other shit, it's in the back of your mind. You gonna know. You know what I mean? You can say what you want to say. In a lot of cases, most dudes that don't, or that's just hard-headed, our people hard-headed anyway. You know how it is. A lot of our people never really been through nothing. Never really had close calls. Almost died a few times. Been in a situation where it could have been 1 inch. It could have, you could have never stopped to tie your shoe. You could have walked around that corner. It's a gunfight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never really had a call like, damn, this shit is real. And usually when they get it, it's too late, or they lose their leg or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then now they got no choice, because God didn't set them down, and that's in the scripture too. The Lord will sit you down when He see fit. When it comes to these people that don't get girls, you could tell a lot of times these people that get money, you can't build with somebody that you don't have respect for. I could give you the preset of the gang stalker. These niggas that don't get girls, the nigga always gonna have a wife beater. Like like they got presets. The first preset is like black shades. Sometimes it depends. Some type of shades. A hat from the gas station. Any particular color. It could be just a primary color, no logo on it. These niggas always gonna have a book bag for some reason. I don't know why. Like some hairstyle where it look like they always talking about the white man. And not to get off topic, I'm gonna just give you an example of when it comes to me and our people and how we all fucked up, and it kind of relates to what I'm talking about. It's this certain job I had, and this one older black dude was always talking about Egypt and how the white man's pink, his third eye is calcified and all this shit. I was like, bro, I don't want to hear that. I leave to get another job, and everybody, from what I understand, they was telling me to come back. I try to come back. He the one who blocking me from getting a job. He the one who always talking about how white people is this, white people this, white people that. And the black man stopping me from getting a job. I mean, I'm not that smart. I'm not, I don't know. These people are much smarter than me. Let them tell it. They got Solomon wisdom. They're gonna have a hat. It's gonna be a hat. It's gonna be from the gas station. It's not gonna have no logo on it. This is gonna be a plain hat in any variety of colors. And they're gonna be trying to talk to a woman, bro. Even if they got money, in some kind of way they're gonna be trying to talk to a chick, bro. You know who I'm talking about. It's gonna be an older dude or even a younger. The younger dudes, they just be looking like incels. Like they be having that's the preset number 2. They be like looking like the police. They got the police fit. The police fit is when you trying too hard to fit in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying, like it look okay, but it just don't look right, black or white. And these people be gang stalkers too. It's like it go hand in hand. I can get into their cars. You know, they got a work truck. They got some city of Atlanta truck. Or they got a fire-ass car, Cutlass, Supreme, something fire as fuck. But don't get no hoes, lame as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shit on you. And that's how it is. Everything I'm saying is not a lie. I'm pretty sure you can verify this. You don't really know how to get women, bro. And if you somebody that attract women, because women are attracted to what they're attracted to. I've said this years ago. Dudes look at what they believe women like, based off of what they like. It's kind of like dudes really are homosexual if you think about it, and they don't even be homosexual. They'll look at you, it's like they want to fuck you or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like they looking at you like, do I want to fuck him? But they really not thinking like that. They looking at you like, nobody would want to. You know what I mean? But they don't even know a woman like anything. Woman, she just can't help it. I done live many times. I really don't give a fuck, bro. I probably was talking like this, in the past, because people don't hear you when you talk regular, man. I could be talking regular, even when people quick to be sensitive anyway. The generations failed us, but like I was saying, that's really the issue, bro. It's like our women kind of are waiting for our men to be like, come on, put us in our place. But at the same time, they know that they got all the tools to pretty much, get what they want from this society. It's gonna take a lot for them to take it back, and our men really don't want to take it back. They just want to have sex, and they just want to stun on each other. I got a story. I'm gonna kind of close this off with 2 things, and then I'm gonna dip. I hope y'all understand what I've been saying so far. But I remember this was recently. I was in. It's weird. It's like our people get all this fucking money, and they can't even help nobody with it. I remember a homeless person came up to me one time, and he told me, you should always, if you just take a little money out the bank and always have money to help somebody. And I always thought about that, and I never really do that. But if I do have some, I give it to people, and that's another thing. If you're a genuine person, you don't got to get on here, or every chance you get, you don't got to talk about what you do, bro. That defeats the purpose. Or just showcase you giving money to somebody, or you giving something to somebody. Just do it, bro. Understand how you got all this money, you got a 20-bedroom house, and you go downtown and it's 50 white people looking at you like, the fuck, looking at you just like the nigga that was asking you, do you have a cigarette or something, that was down bad, that was trying to give you advice. So why he in his position. That's another thing before I leave about these damn gang stalkers, bro. In Atlanta, it's been an influx of white people. Like, it's starting to look like Denver, bro. This shit is crazy. When I'm around them, the white people, they already know what's up. They're like dogs. They kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But our people, they still kind of arrogant. But when they get around white people, it's like they shrink. When they're around somebody like me, they feel like, they feel powerful. Even if they got money, it lets you know that them people that's a part of them things, they know who got the real power, who the real gods are. I'm starting to think that with us against like the Most High, I'm starting to think they put God, they think white people God. I think that's the previous generation, so I ain't gonna really go with us. Our generation's really like kind of like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this shit? And we don't really want to do this shit. Anyway, I had this situation to where I was working in this bathroom, right? It was a fucking black dude. He had a whole bunch of money. He had it like all over the sinks and the counters and stuff. Like I say, niggas that don't get girls, bro. So it's like, where I'm from, like, I can see if a nigga lame. Even if a nigga try to act like a certain way and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, this, you know what I'm saying? I could already tell. I show love, you know. But this nigga, he doing too much. It's a black man in a wheelchair, older dude, need help trying to get to the sink, you know what I'm saying? He just over there being stupid. I had to help him call his nephew in the bathroom to help the older black dude. This nigga saying what I was doing, he trying to hurry up, take his money, and he left out the bathroom. He was trying to stunt, but ended up feeling embarrassed. Our people only respect us if we look a certain way or in a certain status, and it's kind of not even respect. It's jealousy, and it's kind of like a virus. It make you want to hurt this person, or you want to see this person fail, in a sense. And that's either our woman or our man. Our woman want to be the head of our pendulum. It's set up like that. Ended off by saying, I recently had a dream about, this was last night. I kept getting in scenarios where I was saving people from these crazy things, where it was like these cults, where people were, like, it'd be like schools, it'd just be different places where people were sucked into this teacher. And it'll be somebody, probably an angel, will tell me, hey, this person finna do this. You know, get your people and, you know, take them somewhere. I get them out of this entire place. And it was like 4 different dreams. Out of this entire place, it'll probably be maybe 30 people out of a big ass, like, little complex. I'll take them to a place. And out of those 30 people, it'll be 2 or 1 person trying to disrupt the whole entire, you know, trying to get us caught and stuff. And what I thought made this ironic is, usually if I'm having like some type of spiritual vision or dream, it's always a lot of people going against me, and it's 2 or 3 people that's trying to help me. But recently it's been a lot of people, you know, being saved, and 2 or 3 people trying to disrupt everything, and they never were successful. I always got to do what I was supposed to do. But that kind of bring me to the point of it's this thing that I know that people of God have, where it's kind of like they second guess themselves as far as something happened, and we say, well, maybe God didn't want us to do that. A lot of time, well, I'm gonna say, I believe that that's the devil, bro. That's not God. If something is happening and you kind of think like, well, it's not working like in this way, that's God telling me not to do it. No, that's the devil trying to discourage you and put something in your way. If you're trying to do something and weird stuff keep happening, keep doing it. Unless you could tell, because God will tell you if you're not supposed to do it. He'll let you know, like, hey, nah, don't do that. He'll let you know if you're not supposed to do it. But a lot of times, it just be when you be like, damn, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. No, keep doing it. Man, that's what I'm gonna say. It's unfortunate. It's like our people are being led upstairs, but hey, to go to a new level. But it's like the level of the house don't got a floor in it. So once you get to the top of that floor, or if you think you're going to another floor, you're going to go right through and go to the bottom again. And you're going to keep doing this same cycle. So I'm going to ask y'all to try to respect each other. And if you're a part of these groups and shit, bro, try to reevaluate, you know, who you are as a person. Sex isn't everything. Being the ruler of everything isn't everything. You gotta be humble, because in this world, the people that got power and money just want more power and money, and it lead them to depravity. And that's not what you want, man. You got to be happy with what you have. You got something. If you're an individual, you got something that nobody else has. Be happy that you have that. And always praise God, man. And once you kind of in that space, you could get around people that's like you, and you could build. But other than that,